¿Qué onda, nómadas? Welcome to Mexico City. In this video, I'm going to talk about why foreigners are moving to the capital of Mexico. I'm Enrique Oropesa from Tabasco, Mexico, and I also lived here for 6 years. So I know why this city can change your life for the better, but I also know some downsides of living in this gigantic city. So come with me and let's explore life in Mexico City.
Lately, more Americans have been choosing Mexico, including Mexico City.
Se acaban de mudar de Washington a la Ciudad de México.
More Americans are leaving the hustle and bustle of California for a relaxed, more affordable lifestyle
in Mexico City.
Okay, I gotta ask you, why did you leave? Why Mexico City?
We gotta move to Mexico because it's not even happening.
So I am leaving.
It's mainly because it was too expensive.
What am I doing here?
Anger doesn't like to be reminded of fits.
One of the big factors why foreigners are moving to Mexico City started during the pandemic. So Mexico never closed the borders to access the country, so many people explore the possibility to moving into different cities in the country, and one of the main cities to work was Mexico City. So also during the pandemic and with the rise of digital nomads, this city became like the hub of exploring new opportunities. Here you have such good Wi-Fi that you can work from different cafes in the city, which are literally everywhere. It's very easy to plan a meeting with a potential partner, with another colleague, or just to hang out with people you met online. And also thinking about the details to become a digital nomad here. With many passports in the world, you can stay in Mexico for 6 months. So that's also a super big advantage that allows you to start something here while then figuring out what are you going to do to stay permanently if you want. You know, if you want to try something new and it doesn't work, then you can just go back to your country. Mexico City is the capital of Mexican cuisine. Here you can find the best taquerias, the best Mexican restaurants from the entire country, even places from Tabasco, Oaxaca, Baja California, Jalisco, Monterrey, and the list just goes on, literally everything. If you just moved in and you don't know where to go, so I really recommend Taqueria Maizajo, which is also a restaurant. You could check Taqueria Selene for taco al pastor, and Mi Compa Chava that offers the best mariscos in town. Where do people want to live once they move into the city? Mainly in 3 neighborhoods: La Roma, Condesa, and Polanco. Why these areas? Well, because they look just too beautiful. You can find there different nice places to eat, to hang out, and to work. Also in these areas, you can actually use your bike. So in terms of mobility, these areas are super well developed. A very attractive factor that makes this city so sexy to move in is the rental price. In Roma, Condesa, and Juarez, prices start at 750 euros. For example, this apartment in Roma Norte is very spacious with a big kitchen, 2 bedrooms, and this beautiful terrace cost only 1,000 euros. This apartment in New York could easily cost $5,000, and in Amsterdam, this could easily cost 2,500 euros or even 3,500 euros. I could see myself staying here, working from home, staying at my apartment, make it super cozy. I mean, space is amazing. However, I need to mention a not so positive side of things, and it's the noise in this city. People say that New York is the city that never sleeps, but also Mexico City never sleeps. It could be a construction site, the police, an ambulance, or the worst noise in the world, which is the guy of the camotes. Oh my god, that's horrible. I also need to say that you get used to it, and after living in Mexico City, when I come back and I hear those noises again, I'm like, oh, those noises, they bring so many memories. I already forgot that I was annoyed by them. And a price for utilities in an apartment ranges from 60 euros to 100 euros per month. And of course, it depends on your usage, but I see that it is way cheaper than in the Netherlands. The average price for utilities starts at 150 euros and it can go until 250, and it all depends on your usage and your energy level, of course. For example, for a regular visit to the supermarket, today we spent 1,760 pesos. But I mean, we bought a lot of supplements for our house in the Netherlands.
Candy, tamales, chilaquiles.
But for a normal visit to the supermarket, I mean, if you come per week, probably you spend something around 700 to 1,000 pesos. It depends really, like, what ingredients do you want to buy, what do you want to do that week. Another reason why this city is so attractive is because it's the center of culture in Mexico. You have so many different museums and also unique places. I mean, Teotihuacan is just around the corner. You have the Museo de Antropología, Castillo de Chapultepec, Palacio de Bellas Artes, el Museo de Frida Kahlo, concerts, festivals, art expos, performances, theater, cinemas. What else do you want? You have everything here. And also it's so central that in a weekend you can go to Tepoztlán, Cuernavaca, Puebla, Querétaro, Tequisquiapan, Bernal, and if you feel more adventurous, you can even go to Oaxaca, experience the best food in the country. Something interesting about this city is that it doesn't matter that it's gigantic. Here you can just walk and then say, hey, buenos dias, and then you hear the buenos dias back. So people actually engage with you, they are friendly. It really helps you with your mood. One of the big negative sides of living in Mexico City is the earthquakes. So I'm recording here in the restroom because this happened to me once. I was taking a shower and then I heard the alarma sísmica, so the earthquake alarm, and what could I do? I mean, am I going to just go out of the shower naked or going down on the street with my towel? Of course I thought about it, and of course you see people that when this happens, you see them like this. You never know when this is going to happen. The seismic alarm traumatizes you. And you live with this constant fear of, I don't know when I will need to run away from my house. In Mexico City and in Mexico in general, people from my generation, so millennials and Gen Z, they can speak English. Maybe the baby boomers struggle a lot with English, but I mean, you have like the two sides of the coins. On the one hand, you know that you have a big potential of being understood. On the other hand, it also motivates you to learn the language. Another advantage is the weather. I mean, right now is winter and I'm wearing a shirt. During the mornings and the evenings, I just need to wear a jacket, but it's kind of the onion outfit. So you only need to have different layers. Also in recent years, Mexico City has become a pretty safe city. Right now I'm recording, holding my camera here in the street. Before you couldn't do that, but right now I feel safer. I wouldn't say that it's like the safest city in the world, however, it's safer than before. Freyita, based in what you have experienced here in Mexico City, in the factors that you already know, like the advantages and the disadvantages, would you move to Mexico City?
I think I would move to Mexico City temporarily. I think it's full of beautiful culture, nice food, the weather is nice, and also the prices are very good. The thing is that I don't see myself really raising kids here, and also I think that in general work-life balance is maybe not what I'm used to in the Netherlands. But maybe if I have a remote job, it would be very nice to live here for a couple of months.
Would I move to Mexico City? Very similar to Freya. I think I would only move for a couple of months. I think my ideal scenario would be working in the Netherlands during the summer, so during the nice time, and then during the winter, living here in Mexico. And of course, when we have children, I would like to raise them in the Netherlands, and then they can come here during holidays to visit their grandparents and the aunt, the family in general. So thank you so much for watching this video. This was my honest review about living in Mexico City. Please leave your comments if you have a different experience, if you have something to add, especially if this comment will help people that want to move to Mexico City. Nos vemos en el siguiente video.